All right, boys, another psychology video to kick off the week. Sunday afternoon psychology for y'all boys. Today, we're going to talk about the art of being consistent in your craft. Now, again, this page is not really supposed to be like this whole psychology. It's supposed to be a trading page, but I think that psychology has a lot to do when you're handling this amount of money. So I think it's very important to talk about it. That's why I make videos about it. And sometimes I really just don't have a lot of trading content to talk about. I'm not really on the charts like that. So this is just an easy way for me to get my thoughts out and also help people get their thoughts out. Also, side note, 2016 Cavs with the LeBron James jersey in the back. Anyways, the art of staying consistent. I think in life it is very, very important to stay consistent, but I'm going to be talking about this in a trading sense, and you need to be consistent with everything in trading. Now, I'm gonna break it down into multiple parts. The first part of it being low key. Would it be easier if I did this on a Google Docs? It might be low key. Uh, uh, the importance of staying consistent. All right, boom. Now we can break it down into multiple parts in trading, right? So the first part that I think really needs to be talked about is your strategy in general. Now, your strategy in general should have multiple components to it. I'm going to be talking about it straight from an ICT standpoint. For me, my strategy is with SMT, without SMT. Oh, no. If NQ has lagging SMT, if NQ has leading SMT, right? So both of these things need to be very, very consistent for me to take a trade. Now, if NQ has a lagging SMT, meaning ES is the leading SMT, what I want to see is a sweep of a key high or low with the reaction, of course, right? Now, then I want to see, this could be either order, but for the sake of this, I'm going to be saying break of structure first. So then I would want to see a 1 minute break of structure on NQ, and then I would want to see a 1 to 5 minute inversion on ES, which is the leading SMT. That's enough for me to get a trade in. 3 things. Now, there's also things where we could add on, like obviously like gap or like a fill of a fair value gap on a trend, right? Or there could also be some equilibrium entries. There could be fake reactions. But in general, I'm going to keep it as simple as this. If I don't see a sweep of a key or high or low, if I don't see a 1 minute break of structure, and if I don't see a 1 to 5 minute inversion on ES, most likely I'm not going to take the trade. That's something that I stay consistent on despite what happens in the market, because that's how I keep myself grounded. Now, if NQ has the leading SMT, what I want to see is, again, I want to see this sweep of a key high / low. I want to see a 1 minute break of structure on NQ. And then lastly, I want to see a 1 to 5 minute break of structure on NQ. 1 to 5 minute inversion on NQ. Now, that's if NQ has the leading SMT. That's what I want to see happen. And this has to stay consistent. If I don't stay consistent with my strategy, the market's going to take everything from me. Now, the second thing, this is as important, the number of trades. Or losses. Now, basically, in summary, you should have a set number of trades that you want to take a day. Obviously, for me, this is how it goes for me. If win, get off. If break even, look for re-entry. If loss, get off. How could I have done better? That's how it looks like for me. And the number of trades, actually, for me, that I set is 1 trade a day. Now, break-evens don't count in my book, because if you get break-even, you could get a re-entry below, and keep going. So for me, break evens don't count. But this is how it's looked like for a win or a loss. It's the same thing. You get off, right? One trade a day. That's what I stick to no matter what. Sometimes recently I've been struggling with this. So this is really to recalibrate my brain and like show me on paper like this is what needs to happen for me. Now, we've talked about the strategy. We've talked about the number of trades or losses. Last things last, risk management or your risk, to make it simpler. Now, you should have a set number of dollars per account or per combine that you want to risk, right? For me, I like to risk about 100 ticks on a mini, or about, this could be, well, I mean, 100 ticks on a mini is $500. So I like to risk about like $500 per combine. And yeah, I think that that's like perfect for 50K accounts. And I think that that's just the most ideal for me. Now, sometimes it can go up a little bit, sometimes it can go below a little bit, but this is just how I stay consistent on my wins and my losses. Now, you could also take this down to micro levels if you want, like it would be about a couple contracts, but you get the adjustment. I'm like, that's just how much that I want to put per trade, and you should have your own set amount of money that you want to put per trade. That could be 1 to 2% of your combine. That could be like, if you want to, I don't know, put 0.5% of your combine. However, I think as a general rule, you shouldn't be risking more than 1/4 of your drawdown. If you're a good trader, you wouldn't lose 4 trades in a row. So that's just the key rule that I have in my head. You won't lose 4 days in a row. That's why 1 loss a day. Like if you're a good trader, you're not having 4 red days in a row. That's a little insane. So it's hard to like really lose these accounts, and that's just what I stick to. And honestly, I think that's really it for me. Like, your strategy needs to be consistent. The number of trades or losses needs to be consistent. Your risk needs to be consistent. And that's really it. You just need to be a robot with these things and get it into your head that you need to be a robot with these things. And that's what makes you profitable. It's not showing up every single day that makes you profitable. It's being consistent with yourself every single day that makes you profitable. And honestly, I don't really have much to say past this. I mean, y'all see it. I appreciate y'all. Y'all boys have a great one.